Chapter 17, Outlet Selection and Purchase. So to enhance the shopping situation, they've come up with full body scanners that can measure your body very quickly so you have perfectly fitting clothes. Interactive mirrors that show ads related to what you're doing. I've seen those in restaurants. Smartphone apps so you can, in store, compare things, look for coupons, look for discounts. Brands need retail outlets need brands. As the retail scene evolves, it has gone from physical stores and catalogs representing stores and retail opportunities to also include the internet, interactive TV ads, and mobile shopping apps. The book has a typo. Less than 20 should be fewer than 20. If you count it, it's fewer. If you weigh it, it's less. Other technologies, product placement. At some point, product placement, you'll be able to buy the products as you see them, not just see them. So there's technology happening there. Internet retailing. Still, the vast majority of people buy in a regular store. Most people who've wanted to buy online have tried it by now. And if you want to grow the online market, you have to sell more to the people who are already using it. The categories already getting online spending are travel, apparel, computers, automotive, and consumer electronics. Characteristics of online shoppers. Some people do it more, some people do it less. Again, most people who have wanted to try it have tried it by now. Barriers. One of the reasons is people like to go in the store and actually purchase it now, feel it, touch it, try it on. It eliminates all the risk. There's just a little bit of risk in buying online. Store-based retailing, where things happen. Let's get this. There are also issues with shopping in stores that create some risks. The primary risk is time. You just don't have the time to devote to it unless you're going to get a lot of stuff. And if the salespeople don't save you any time because they don't know anything, and if the checkout lines are too long, it just gets to be a little bit tough. During these snowstorms, you see on the air on the news, they show people have abandoned their shopping carts and baskets because the lines were so long trying to stock it before the storm. They just couldn't wait. They just left their stuff and walked out of the store. Stores do all kinds of things to attract you, to overcome all your objections, to eliminate all your risk, and try to make it an entertaining and pleasant experience. So there are a lot of entertaining features in many stores and malls to try to please customers and stand out from all the other stores. Multi-channel shoppers. It's very, very common that somebody will shop online and then go to the store to make the purchase. Omni-channel shoppers. Consumers who browse and or purchase in more than one channel simultaneously. Simultaneous channel engagement. That basically means you're online in the store. At the same time you're looking at the store information, you're looking at extra information on your phone. You might be able to price match, you might be able to find coupons. There are many different advantages to having a phone in the store with you nowadays. Outlet image. So outlets have images, stores have images. The book speaks a whole lot about effective attributes. They want you to enjoy yourself in the store because it needs to be somewhere above the functional level. Okay, retailer brands. Some retailers have store brands like Gap, Victoria's Secret. Nobody else can sell their brand. They have a great markup on that brand, and it's a reason to come into the store. Retail advertising. The primary kind of retail advertising you're going to see is pricing, sale pricing. If you know that apples cost a certain amount and you see them at half price, you might go in and buy some extra apples. The spillover sales are the things you buy when you go in to get the discounted item or the one item you went in to save the deal on. It's all the other stuff you see that might be right by it or might be on the way to going there. The book advocates that you should advertise your service, selection, other things besides prices. You don't want to be completely aligned with prices or discounting. So how do you present a price discount? How do you make people know it's a good value? So a reference price is when you say suggested retail price or formerly priced at, so people can see how much it went down and how much it's worth. An external reference price is one that the advertiser gives them. The internal reference price is what somebody already knows or believes something to be worth. People don't really trust suggested retail prices. They believe those are kind of higher than normal because almost always things sell below that price and everybody pretty much knows that. So how to compare it is whether you put in the dollar amount or whether you put the percentage amount or whether you say half price, 2 for 1, buy one, get one free. Different ways to present it for different items. You can also say things like now only, compare at, or special to enhance it. A lot of studies are done on different ways to present these things and the signals to make people purchase. If you coupon too much, you can kind of hurt the value of your store, and they'll wait until you coupon to buy, so you don't want to do it too much. Location, people will usually go to the closest place. People will often combine shopping with other errands or other trips. I like to tease that women like to never stop motion, turn right, always go in a circle, never have to stop at a light if you can help it. Perceived risk, sometimes it's social, as in your haircut didn't look right, your outfit didn't look right. Most of the times it's economic. The risk is that you've wasted your money or that you didn't get what you thought you were going to get. So basically retail outlets, if you're a more established store, you've been around a long time, people trust you. People who are new have to do other things to try to gain trust, act like traditional stores or have warranties or do something to get people to trust them, because traditional stores definitely have the advantage. Shopping orientation. Some people are real serious shoppers, some people are apathetic shoppers. They're different. These are categorized into different groups. Nature of purchases. Most people make lists. 94% of people make grocery list. 2/3 of decisions are actually made in the store because there's more information in the store than what you have on your list. Point of purchase materials, the things you see at the shelf, the more common they are, the more you don't pay attention to them. The more unique they are, the more they get attention. Obviously, when you use the same thing for a while, it wears out. So I see stores resetting, re-signaging, doing different things to make people pay attention and notice things again. A new look gets a new look from the customer. In-store price reductions affect decision making and choice. People who already use the brand will just buy extras, and that's good because if it's food, you're probably going to cook it and eat it. If you might switch over, you might say, gosh, I always buy Odwalla, but this naked juice is half price. I think I'll try that. Or somebody might say, you know, I never wanted to buy that stuff. It was expensive, but this almond milk is almost free. I think I'll try it. Or some people who never go in that store might come in just to get the deal on the brand. Okay, pricing. Consumers look around and see how much stuff is on sale. If everything's on sale, that kind of affects their judgment of the store. You don't want to have everything on sale, but if you have everyday low prices, that encourages people to come and buy a lot of stuff from you because they don't have to spend so much time comparing and brand price shopping. They know they're going to get the best deal, and if they trust you at that, they'll just come in and buy all their stuff there. Nobody wants to advertise the total price. They always want to advertise the smallest price. So when you look at buying airfares, you'll think your ticket's $300, but it could be $500 with everything added on. That's just the way it is. So when people go online, you know, they start abandoning their shopping carts because they find out it costs more than they had thought, and that's always a problem. So store atmosphere. Colors, fixtures, merchandise, lighting, the way people act and behave. You can do all kinds of things to have a characteristic that people expect in your store. I know Whole Foods would print their specials on paper that look like on chalkboards and stick them in the frames instead of handwriting because they got a better response on the price discounts if they appeared to be handwritten on a chalkboard. It depends on how many other customers are in the store, the traffic flows, how busy it is, how wide the aisles are. Music has an impact. It has to match to the people. Odors can have an impact in certain places. Stockouts. You never want to be out of stock. Remember, satisfaction's reality divided by expectations. You never want to be out of stock. It's a very negative experience, and a lot of people don't like rain checks unless they're pretty dependable customers. So here, when people are abandoning their shopping carts online, Amazon got over that by using Amazon Prime and saying, we'll solve your shipping problem. It'll never be a surprise. You're going to get it. It's going to be a flat rate. No surprises. You know, you don't have to abandon your cart. That was a smart thing. Credit card companies coming up with ways to reduce the risk of people using online payment and trying to help people be more encouraged to try that. If you can take away the risk, people will do it. Local mobile search. Your use of your mobile phone in the store can actually be tracked by the retailer. States have long measured the number of phones going underneath an underpass or overpass as a bottleneck to count the traffic flow. They can adjust the toll booth gates on that. It's pretty easy to track a phone in the store and follow where they are in the store, what they've seen, where they're moving. Sales personnel. If it's a high-priced item, you need sales personnel. If it's a low-priced item or just a few things you're checking out, you're just buying gas, getting 3 things at the grocery store, you can do it yourself. You can do your own banking. You can do a lot of things yourself. If it's online and it's high dollar, they try to approximate the idea of having a service person by having avatars and people who can actually help you online in real time. So at the end, the last thing you do is buy the product. People typically will spend more or pay more with a credit card, but some places that's about the only way you can pay, and people often have an incentive to use a credit card because they get points for other things. So be sure and read the learning objectives, and here we are at the end of chapter 17.